What is going on, all you beautiful people of the world? It is August 4th. It is time for another reset, and we have Sepiks Prime with no burns. I'm going to show you how to do this solo, and then show you guys my drops for this week. Got pretty crappy drops, spoiler alert. This particular mission is pretty long because of no burns. So with my solo tips, I do not recommend doing this solo unless you have an icebreaker, armor-piercing round sniper, and a black hammer. I only say this because these three things will make your life way easier, and this takes a really long time. So if you do this solo and you die, you're just wasting a whole bunch of time. So if you don't have those three items, I recommend looking for people rather on the Bungie app or LFG, just anything like that. So we got Sepiks Prime. Hold on, excuse me. Alright, Sepiks Prime with Brawler, I believe Angry, and Light Switch. So tanky captains will not go down very quick, and you will not be able to use Brawler because they will also be able to hit you back just as hard, probably one-shot you depending on the mob. Sorry, I'm all sniffly, hold on. Yeah, but here we go. Like I said, armor piercing round sniper. Since you can roll most of the guns now because of House of Wolves, that is a lot easier to acquire. Before, you can only get it through an LDR, I believe, and I do have a supremacy with armor piercing rounds, or maybe you just get lucky with the drops. But now you can roll it for armor piercing rounds, which will make your life so much easier for a lot of cheeses if you're trying to do Nightfalls. So as you can see, I'm just running through with Fatebringer. A lot of the mobs here have arc shields, so I recommend bringing a weapon with mostly arc base damage. You can use solar for like wizards and shanks, but they're not that big of a problem. You could take them down pretty easily. I don't think there are any majors in this. Major wizards. So yeah, I'm just blasting stuff, getting on with my life. Honestly, I think this is the hardest part of the Nightfall. So, just because it's so long and there's a lot of mobs after you. But after this, it'll be a piece of cake, so. Yeah, I'm just chilling here. If you wanted to, you could go on the very far right to where the tunnel is. If you want to start off there, that's where I will be heading after I kill all these mobs and activate good old Peter Dinklage. So that guy's being annoying. Gotta snipe him off there. Got a few more mobs left. Just running around. Doing what you gotta do. Don't forget to pick up your Eris Morn bounties and all that stuff if you want to do that. Check out for the bounties on the Postmaster and all that stuff. There we go. And as you can see, I'm going to run all the way to the side here. And this is where I will mostly be for most of the three waves here. Sorry, I'm like super sniffly. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch of majors. And since there's no arc burn, you're going to have to be dealing with a very, very slow-paced game. So what I recommend here is dealing with these snipers first, since they have the longest range on you. They typically won't hit you that much if you're just hiding and just peeking your head out, like as I'm doing here. I'm just waiting. They'll keep running back and forth on that bridge, so you don't have to worry about moving to adjust yourself. And then we have this guy, another captain. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just blasting him. If you're a Titan, I recommend using flashbang grenades with your striker class, because like I said earlier, it's hard to take down major captains without any arc burn. So if you stun them, you not only take down most of their shields, but they won't be able to move or teleport. They'll be just stunned there, and you can blast them with whatever. For this, I'm using a corrective measure to take them down. I recommend using some kind of machine gun rather than a rocket launcher, because you get more rounds out of a light machine gun or a heavy machine gun. And yeah, I don't recommend walking past there. I'm just this took me a few tries, so I got impatient there. But yeah, if you want to take down the captains, lower down their shields as much as you can. If you're a Titan, throw a flashbang, and then once they're stunned, just unload on them with a heavy machine gun. As you can see there, corrected measure 365, doing work. He's still not moving, and there you go. I do that for most of the video. There's going to be a lot of major captains on that side. As you can see, I'm just taking them down piece by piece. Nothing too special here. And I think that's the... nope, there's more. Yeah, these waves are super long, and I wouldn't recommend doing this one solo because there's no burns. And this is, I'm pretty sure, one of the longest Nightfalls or strikes. Maybe the Cabal one. The what's his name? The one with the tank where you have to kill the tank. That's probably the longest one to deal with. That or this one, I think. As you can see here, the shanks are super tanking. It's super resistant to anything that isn't solar. So if you have an icebreaker, vision of confluence, anything like that, that would be good to take them down. Or just any solar, good solar damage. Yeah. Like I said, this is still round 1. This is going to take a while. Getting shot by a shank on the left there. Being stubborn, trying to finish off my kill. Alright, there we go. Falling down. You can go on this tanker. It's also a safe spot. You might get caught by a few grenades from dregs, but since there's no arc burn, it's not much of a problem. Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet not having burns, just because you do less damage technically, but you don't receive as much damage. So, yeah. That's why I'm just kind of running out here. I'm not too worried about arc burn or solar burn or whatever, void burn. So that was only round 1. For round 2, there should be an invisible sniper about where the same bridge is, and there's going to be a whole bunch of more captains. So just kind of scouting out, throwing a flashbang. I think what I'm doing wrong here is I don't want to take down the captains right away, because as you can see I'm getting sniped, but I'm crouching behind that brick, or that object there, that square object, and usually mobs don't run past that, but invisible vandals do sometimes, so be careful of that. And since they are invisible, they're typically melees, so gotta watch out for that. And that's the only sniper on that bridge for wave 2. So I'm just chilling back, hiding, take down the mobs first before fighting captains. And I couldn't shoot through that forklift there, and I'm just trying to pick them off. I think I do switch to my confluence later to get some range, because my Fatebringer isn't that good on range and I can't shoot through that forklift, but there we go. Finally got him. I think I keep the Fatebringer for the captains. I think I stunned both of them, took down that one, and I'm going to try and kill that one, but I'm taking damage from the side. I wouldn't have that problem if I took down the mobs first. Probably could have killed that captain a lot quicker and safer. Oh man, excuse me. Super sniffly. Yeah. So this is just your typical stuff. As long as you stay behind that square object there that's in front of me, you'll be alright for the most part. And use it to your advantage, you know, they have tracking bullets, so if you shoot them and move behind the object before the bullets actually catch up to you, you'll be okay. And those are the invisible vandals I was talking about earlier. They will run past that square object, but not like all the way back towards the tunnel, so just be aware of that. I think, yeah, see, he's running towards me. That guy's running towards me too, but they're easy to kill, but just be careful because light switch is on. I felt confident there because I did have a brawler, which is a stronger melee, stronger guardian melee. If you're not too confident with trying to melee something else because of light switch, then don't, by all means. Just play more passive. Yeah, corrective measure's always good for bonus heavy ammo as well. If you want to switch to like a galley or something to take down the walker. If you don't have a black hammer, or if you run out of special ammo or something for your sniper. Yeah, I'm just picking up ammo. Just finished round 2. I'm on round 3 finally. Just reloading. I almost got cut out here because of yeah, those dudes. Those little thrall, excuse me. Yeah, and at this point, if you want, you can let them duke it out between themselves. There'll be less mobs, but that might take you a little longer, which is alright for some people, depending on if you're lower level or inexperienced in doing Nightfalls. Nothing wrong with that at all. For round 3, I also recommend taking down snipers. I believe there's only one invis. Oh no, okay. So there's one sniper, I believe. Okay, no, 2 snipers on the bridge and then 1 invisible sniper from round 2. So it's like all of them put together, pretty much all the rounds. So I recommend taking down snipers first, and then dealing with everything else. And besides, when you're taking down the snipers, everything else will be killing them, fighting amongst themselves. Excuse me, I'm all over the place today. Yeah. So yeah, there he is peeking out, shooting him. He doesn't flinch, so I can't stagger him. I'm just gonna have to be patient and just wait. Yeah, see, I'm not taking care of the snipers, so I'm trying to kill the captains, but I'm getting heavy fire from the snipers there, the vandals. There we go. Took him down. I guess I didn't switch to my confluence, but if you have a confluence, by all means. I saw those throw on my radar. They were stuck on the door, so if you see that same particular situation, just shoot the door or walk towards the door if you feel confident enough to do that, and then they'll run out. I also noticed that's a problem in PoE sometimes. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm just blasting him, and then using that square object again to my advantage. Reloading. Checking out if the captain's still there. You can walk back if you're feeling too under pressure. Always check your radar too. I believe that's what I did there. I saw the shanks. They're pretty close to that box there, so I just moved back. I didn't want to take any more fire. Reloading there. I have 1 captain left and I think 1 invisible vandal left, so just trying to kill these shanks. A lot of them. I wish I had a galley. Oh, phone's charging. Yeah, I do have a galley, but I try not to rely on that as much as I used to. And plus I like the icebreaker a lot more. So yeah, there's that for ya. If you don't have an icebreaker, just get special ammo synthesis, but like I said, I do not recommend doing this solo unless you have a black hammer, armor piercing round sniper, and what was the other thing? Armor piercing round, black hammer. I think that's it. Just those things. There we go. Yeah, see, these vandals are getting way feisty, so move back. Yeah, just chill in the tunnel if you need to. And for that really strong captain with the special name that gets you to open the gate, I do the exact same thing. I take down his shields with my Fatebringer or my grenade, my flashbang, and then I just blast him with a heavy machine gun. In this case, a corrective measure. I do recommend 365ing it. It's a great gun, totally a lot of ammo, and it drops even more ammo for you, so who doesn't want that, right? Yeah, I'm sorry for the long pauses, guys. I'm like super sniffly. Don't want you guys to hear that. But as you can see, I'm taking damage from getting heavy fire from grenades. Flashbanged him, but I'm still taking care of the mobs. So try to flashbang him again. I believe I do, and I hit him with a sniper. Sniper or heavy machine gun. I just prefer to use a heavy machine gun on him, because if you don't have an icebreaker, then you're gonna have ammo problems. So just try to use a heavy machine gun. So the door's open, but I'm not running to the door because I don't want to get shot up by more mobs. So I'm just cleaning up mobs. At this point, like I said, I'm cleaning up mobs. I'll pick up engrams if I want to, and ammo mostly. Yeah, he's stunned. He's just sitting there, and I'm blasting him. I think that's the easiest way to kill him, at least for a Titan. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you don't have a flashbang, if you're not a Titan like myself, in this video, what I'd probably do is just bring a good arc sniper and a good arc primary weapon if you have any, like an Abyss Defiant. I think that's the primary arc one. It's been a while, or the Fang of your Yud, I think, is arc. Yeah, just cleaning up mobs, picking up engrams. I switched to my black hammer here because it's going to make my life super easy to kill that walker. And it's very tedious to do, so I will fast forward that in a little bit. Yep, 365 black hammer. If yours isn't 365, but you do have a black hammer, this could take longer, or this could take longer depending on your level and your level of how much damage your black hammer has. Got it. Alright. I'm just taking it slow, using the surroundings to my advantage. I don't hit that captain, but I just super him for the fun of it, because you typically won't be using Fist of Havoc very often, because it's very close range and you don't really want to be near the enemies. So for this part, you just get out the door and then just chill on your right side. Where that little black ledge is on the bottom of the screen, I recommend standing behind that, because if you move a little too far, captains and stuff will be moving to that building right in front of you and they can shoot you. So just kind of chill back behind that black bar. So I'm kind of waiting here, just shooting. There we go. You gotta wait till it shoots because the bosses have, like, I don't know, like a few seconds immunity when they spawn. Oh man, excuse me. So yeah, just shooting the black hammer here. If you do have a black hammer, you can shoot the legs, even if it says immune, to get precision shots back. So I believe I do that here. Shooting him, shooting him, shooting him. Yeah, I have one shot, and then I shoot his leg, it's immune, and then I get precision damage back. So I believe you can do that vice versa. If you break his legs, and then it says immune, you can just keep shooting him. Or you, when he pops out his critical spot, you can shoot that too. So yeah, I'm fast forwarding this because this is super tedious. I believe I killed him after breaking or destroying 4 of his legs. There we go. So there's that. So this is kind of a weird part, even though it's a Nightfall. I'm on a new area, and as you can see, there was the no respawn thing. It was lifted. So I tried to play it safe here and kill all the mobs so that way I didn't die. But I do eventually die, but since there is the no respawn is lifted, I'll still be able to spawn, which is kind of weird. But that's just how it goes. I think it's the same way for Omnigul too. So yeah, I'm trying to destroy the mobs, but I eventually just die. But if you want to do it for the sake of getting like 100 kills without dying, if you pick up that bounty, then by all means just pick them off. And you'll have an easier time. So yeah, I'm just hanging out up here, shooting what I can, running out of ammo. And then I do switch to my icebreaker to get ammo to prep for the I'm just gonna call it a wall breach, I guess you could say, with the armor piercing rounds. Alright, so here's my super fail. I don't recommend going through middle because I killed like no mobs during middle and then I get destroyed. But as you can see on the bottom left, I'll be able to spawn. Everyone's cheering for my death. Whoopee. I respawn. I go down the middle again. I recommend going down the left. And I get super lucky with that weird jump and I get out. So nothing to that. Going up the stairs like usual. I tried to show you guys a different way of doing this, but I stayed in this room after I kill all the mobs in order for Sepiks Prime's shield to go down. But I was getting rushed by like captains and vandals, and I died. So, wasted a lot of time there. just trying to try new things out, and then I ended up dying. But do not stay in that previous room. That's all I can say to that, especially if you're doing it solo. Alright, so I killed the mobs. Just waiting for Sepiks Prime shield to go down to make sure I killed everything, and I jumped through the window. I switched to my LDR. There we go. And I have clown cartridge on this, which means every time I reload, I have a chance of getting ammo back, an extra shot back, excuse me. So I'll be shooting him twice or once, depending if I get the bonus round, and then I'm gonna reload. So what I do there, when I shoot my Fatebringer, it rotates him, so he's focused on me again. So that way I have a higher chance of hitting his crit spot. And I start getting impatient, and I don't use clown cartridge to its full effect. But yeah, this is pretty much it. If you have an armor piercing round, and if you're doing this solo, and an icebreaker or special ammo synthesis, then by all means you can do this like I did in this video. But if you don't, totally just bring friends. Look for people on the Destiny app. The Destiny app's really good with the forums. Or LFG. That's a good website to go to. Just type in your gamer tag or PSN, and you'll be good to go. And I fast forwarded there because this took forever. I think this took like 6-7 minutes of me just shooting, reloading, switching, shooting, switching weapons. Oh my god, this was horrible. So totally don't recommend doing this solo. But I did it for you guys, and I think 1 or 2 more shots. Yeah, I'm not getting clown cartridge there, which sucks, but I do kill him in the end. And there we go, finished him solo. Yeah, this took like 30 minutes because of blasting the walker and then just shooting him in that little glass room. So yeah, there's my drop there on the bottom left. Usually you can't see that like on other strikes, but you can see it on this one apparently. Sawtooth Oscillator, I think I even got that last week. I have like 4 of those waiting in my bank or vault, so I'm not too happy about that, but my drops weren't that good at all this week. There's that. 143 kills. Sawtooth Oscillator. And shout out to my boy Lukey for helping me on my other 2 raids, because I did not want to do this solo anymore. He finished his raid, or Nightfalls, excuse me. And there you go, he finished his Toland's Legacy. And I finished, I got another legendary gun, which I wasn't too stoked about, but thank you for the help, Lukey. You're awesome. But man, 7 kills. Come on. Yeah, give and take equation. It's alright. As you can see, I make fun of him for having 7 kills, but he lagged out, so he joined back. He was nice enough to join back. If you don't have armor piercing rounds, there's a way to do this. You could stand on the little ledge. As you can see there, I was shooting him with my Fatebringer, because I was on the ledge. I was just outside the window. I do not recommend that because of the fact that mobs can shoot you if you're peeking out of the window, but as long as you're inside that building, you'll be alright. But as you saw there, my drop on the bottom left again was there. But yeah, that's it. I got crappy drops, so thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes. In the meantime, take it easy, everyone. Just gonna dance, do a little jig. Perfect, okay.